Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibsy7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this week's update and patch notes, as well as the upcoming event that's going to be starting, I believe it's next Monday. Let me check I think it's starting next Monday on the 22nd. And this was something that was revealed on their live stream last week. They did a live stream last week to talk a little bit about future plans. They gave us a couple of hints in there about things that are coming next year, and then talked a lot about this month, November, and next month, December, what we can expect. And one of the big things that they revealed on that stream, and one thing that they just released today, is Premier Club. So I know a lot of people are always interested in Premier Club, and it is now available. And I think there's pretty much nothing different about it this year, I don't think. Let me check the well, actually, I mean, there is one huge difference which is important to mention, and that is there is only one tier of Premier Club, and it is that highest gold tier, which is for 12 months and costs the most. So that's pretty significant. They said that not a lot of people bought the lower tiers, and there was no real point in keeping them around. Just kind of surprised me as all, because I feel like they would have been, I feel like they would have wanted to keep it alongside the lower tiers, because that would mean possibly more people would end up buying some version of the Premier Club. But yeah, I guess that's not the case. But yeah, there's a new armor set you get, a new pet, and then you still have the Premier Vault, a free boss instance every week, 100 bank spaces. These are all things that were there last year. There is one new thing, which is the first month after you buy it, you get double keys for 1 month, which, if you care about that, that's another benefit they've added. You still have the Premier Artifact, which, as far as I understand it, has not changed at all. Then, of course, you still get the extra daily key for the entirety of your Premier Club, VIP World, the Premier Pass for Yak Tracks, and the Rune Metrics discount. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Not to mention, of course, having membership for the entire year. And it still does cost 20 bonds, and it is $70 USD, which is a huge discount on membership for if you're going to buy it month to month instead. $70 for the whole year is actually a massive discount, because I think membership is over $10 a month, isn't it? I have not bought membership off of Premier Club in a long time. Let me check. Am I a robot? They really, oh my God. Whenever I'm using Jagex's website now and trying to do stuff, I get these really annoying CAPTCHA verifications a lot, which I don't really understand why. I don't know if they were having issues with DDoSing or whatever, but man, it is a pain having to go through all that. Okay, let's see. I just want to, they don't make it easy to find here, the prices. So yeah, so membership costs $11 a month. So if you buy it 1 month at a time. Now there's some smaller packages or bigger packages which are less per month, but let's just say for some reason you're buying it $11 a month. You're going month to month on your membership because you're not sure how much you're going to play. But if you buy the Premier Club, it's under $6 a month. So it's almost 50% off membership from the normal bundle. And the cheapest membership you can buy is $8.34 a month, which is the 12-month package, which is $100. And that doesn't come with all these benefits that the Premier Club comes with. So if you're even thinking about maybe being a member for the next year, regardless of the way you pay for it, this is 100% worth it. It's always been a great deal. So yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about it. I always have bought Premier Club pretty much ever since it's been out. I have 60 bonds right here. I'm going to use those for this account, my new hardcore, and my main hardcore. So I'm going to be getting it on all three of my accounts. And yeah, it's 100% worth it. Even if you could probably skip I don't even know, 2 or 3 months and not play at all during those months, and it would still be worth it if you were going to play for the rest of the time. So yeah, that's Premier Club. I'll go ahead and redeem right now, just so you can see how it goes. But it's just right here on the bonds page, 20 bonds. And if you didn't know, doing membership with bonds only over the entirety of the year would cost, I think it's 26. Yeah, it would cost 26 bonds, because there's 52 weeks in the year, and it does 2 weeks of membership per bond. it would cost 26 bonds to do a full year of membership, and this costs 20 bonds and comes with all these benefits. So yep, I'm going to go ahead and redeem, make sure I'm doing my untradeable versions, which I definitely clicked on. And there you go. I've gotten Premier Club, and we've got all this other stuff that, oh, sorry about that. My phone is ringing for some reason. Let me mute that. My apologies. And yeah, that's basically it. So there's not a whole lot else to say about it. That is the Premier Club package purchased. And if you want all the details on the, the benefits, I did like read them all out pretty much, but you can go to their homepage and they have a whole page detailing it, everything that you get from buying that Premier Club package. So yeah, basically the main big change I would say from last year is that there is only the one gold tier, which I was kind of surprised to see, but doesn't really affect me because that's what I always would buy anyways. Moving on now to this week's update, we have the bonus weekly challenge rewards and daily challenge update. So they've updated daily challenges once again, and sorry if you can hear my cat. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, again, moving on to this week's update, they've basically completely changed the daily challenge system again. They recently changed it so that the challenges themselves were easier to complete and were much less specific. Prior to the most recent update, they were things like bury a certain type of bone or make a certain type of bow, and they changed it to generic tasks like cook fish or catch fish, not cook rocktails or catch sailfish. So that was a nice change. I was pretty happy to see that, and it made the daily challenges a lot easier to do. This change is a little bit more controversial, but let's open up the interface and take a look. So they've completely changed the daily challenge interface, and the main thing you'll notice that's new is the big weekly progress bar at the bottom. So they've added a new weekly rewards track with 21 progress points, I guess, that you got to get for the week. And the rewards for this are actually really good. So I've already claimed them on this account because I was checking on all my accounts to see if the rewards were different or the same. And I shouldn't have, I wasn't planning on claiming them, but I just sort of clicked it absent-mindedly. But basically, as you can see, each 3 points you get on the rewards track will unlock another set of the rewards. And since this is coming out on Monday, and these obviously it's weekly challenges, they reset on the weekly reset, we wouldn't have had the full rewards. So basically, it's like the early bird bonus of this update. For the first week, we get the first 5 slots for free, and these rewards are actually really, really good. There's a weekly D&D reset token, a large cash bag, which gave me like 1.5 mil, small dungeoneering token box, a VIP coupon. That's important. It's not a ticket, it's a coupon, so you can tear it open and you get multiple VIP tickets. A death touch dart, which I was really surprised to see. A port resource crate, which lets you get 1 trade good. I pretty much think everyone should probably take the ancient bone. And then a protein power up, which I'm not sure exactly what that does, to be honest with you. But important to note, on Iron Man, this protein power up is replaced with 200 oddments. But other than that, you get everything else. So on my Iron Man, I got a death touch dart, the cash bag, the VIP coupon, the reset token. So yeah, this is a really, really rewarding new system, and I'm interested to see each week what the rewards end up being. They showed a preview of them in their stream, but there was no death touch dart, that's for sure. And then you can also get these challenge skip tokens, and they're pretty much what they say they are. You can skip a daily challenge if you don't want to do it. So let's see. Don't really feel like doing this archaeology challenge. I'm going to skip it, and it just instantly completes, and you can claim the reward. So just like that. And you still get your treasure hunter key, and this is the important big change, and the one that makes this a little bit of a good bad situation, because if it was just these new weekly progress thing, this would be an amazing update because it's just basically more rewards for the same thing you already did. But they've changed the way daily challenges come into the game as well. Previously, you got 1 daily challenge a day, and you were able to stack up to 5 of them in your challenge list before you started losing them, because you would be able to save them for 5 days. But now you aren't able to save them at all. So you'll get 3 daily challenges a day. And as a result of there being 3 daily challenges, they've made them a bit easier to complete. So there's less things required to do each one, but you will get 3. And they also only give a large XP lamp instead of a huge XP lamp, which is what they used to do because there was only one a day. But you'll get 3. And if you don't complete them by the daily reset, they are gone. You cannot stack up you can't stack up multiple days at all. You lose them immediately on the daily reset. So the reason this is obviously bad is because basically now you can't miss a day if you want to get everything. You cannot miss a day at all. You have to log in every day if you want to get all the weekly rewards. And it results. Some of you might have heard of the phrase FOMO or whatever it's called. It stands for fear of missing out, and it's something that mobile games and a lot of games nowadays kind of prey on. It's something that pretty much everybody, I think, I don't know if you want to say suffers from, but like experiences in at least some capacity. So like since there's these weekly challenges, I mean, you want to get all those weekly rewards, especially because they're so strong, like that death touch dart and stuff like that. This is a box of clue scrolls here, a tier 2 aura refresh, stuff like that. I mean, you want these things. They're very good and very, very worth getting, but you have to log in every day. And I mean, some people, I'm sure, don't have time in their lives to log in every day, and they're going to be like, oh, I want to log in. I got to log in to get these rewards. It's not great that's the way it works. I wish you could still stack up some days of extra time, maybe less, because there's 3 daily challenges a day now. Maybe you could have 2 days worth of daily challenges at a time, or maybe 3. I just think that it would make it a lot less of a, it would just end up being a net positive change as opposed to what it is right now, which is kind of, I'm not so sure how I feel about it. But I mean, there's already a ton of daily things in the game that you have to log in that day to do, like, your flasks, your Viswax, things like doing your Nemi Forest run, your Wicked Hood, Reaper tasks, daily merchant, a lot of stuff. So there's already people who do log in every day just for those things, I'm sure. And this will just be another thing to add to them. So I don't know. Overall, I mean, personally, for me, I'm kind of happy about it because I already did log in and do dailies. So I'm looking forward to having these extra rewards. But still, it is kind of, I mean, I can totally see the perspective of someone who really doesn't like this and thinks it's bad to have in the game. And honestly, I was really surprised with how rewarding these weekly challenges actually were. So I'm interested to see next week if they are as good as this, because I mean, the death touch dart on its own is that's like 5 mil from the merch. That's really strong. The port crate isn't that good, I guess. The small dunge token box isn't that good. I mean, the free track, there's a free to play and members track. Obviously, I don't know if I mentioned this, but free to play players can only get the bottom stuff. But if you're a member, you don't have to be a premier member, but if you're a member at all, you can get the second the members row of things. So yeah, the Dungeoneering token box isn't that good, and then 50 oddments. I mean, the free track in general just isn't usually that good, isn't going to be that good. And only a tier 2 aura refresh is kind of meh. I mean, I know there's some tier 2 auras that people have been using a bit more of now ever since some of the new God Wars bosses have come out. I think like this one is tier 2. Yeah, Inspiration. People have been using that. And is Dark Magic? No, Dark Magic's tier 3. But there are some uses for it. And then the box of clue scrolls is not a great item, but it's still cool to get one of those and see what clues you can get. So overall, pretty great, actually. Pretty great rewards. I'm going to go ahead and use my skip tokens here just to show, as I can claim them, I get the chest opens up, and now I can go here, claim it, and I get the aura refresh, which goes in your aura management, and then these the skip token. And by the way, these can actually be stored in your currency pouch, which is very nice, not wasting your bank space. So I'm glad they considered that at the very least. But yeah, I wonder. I assume they'll probably go with a 4 challenge skip tokens per week at least. I assume they'll probably make it the same. So that means if you do at least do 4 days worth, that means you can skip 1 full day. So I don't know. It's tough to say how how good that is versus, obviously, in general, for the reduction of daily escape, this is worse. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Like, if you're someone who doesn't play every day, is this going to make you feel bad if you can't get rewards? I think one thing that's important to point out, I guess, is that in my opinion, the rewards are better towards the front here. Like, the weekly reset is better than, the last 3 rewards aren't that great. Ports Resource Crate, you get 1 trade good. Tier 2 Aura Refresh, meh. Box of Clue Scrolls, pretty meh. These first 4 rewards are really good. A Death Touch Dart, VIP coupon, a large cash bag, and the weekly just D&D token. So that's one good thing to point out. But yeah, again, like I said, if you're someone who doesn't play every single day, let me know your thoughts on this. And, are you going to be feeling like you're missing out if you don't get stuff? And again, there's also the fact that you can look and see what's upcoming for the week, and you can decide, this week's stuff isn't that great. I'm going to sort of not worry about it. So it's tough to say, but overall, I think it's, not great that they're making Dailyscape more compulsory, and also, kind of mad because the way that it used to be was so good. But adding these weekly rewards, I think, is great because they're such nice additional things. Either way, that is that. And for the things that changed, they basically changed every single daily challenge objective because of this. So everything has pretty much been reduced. Like things like agility course, 2 laps down from 5, took 10 things down from 25. There's everything pretty much is reduced. The patch notes has a full list of all of those if you want to view them. Like Herbal Brew 2 potions down from 10. So pretty much a lot easier. And also, like I said, of course, this is a large XP lamp instead of a huge. So you saw I got 35k woodcutting for 99 woodcutting, and then my farming is 111, got 45k from that. So yeah, less XP for each skill, but overall each day you'll get more XP generally because it's 3 different lamps. Another thing that I didn't mention, and I kind of wish I still had my my challenges here to look at, but they've changed the prices of re-rolling or extending these, but it is still much more expensive than previously. So it is now 10 Viswax to re-roll as opposed to 25 before, which isn't too bad. It's not quite a third of the price, but still, I never really re-rolled challenges. I'm not sure if anybody did, but one thing that's important to note for these, actually, which I forgot to mention as well, is if you are someone who's maxed, you'll know you can actually block off which daily challenges you get with the challenge mistress here. So let's see, toggle max challenges. As you can see, I only have 2 challenge types available, archaeology and farming. So that means every day for me, I will get an archaeology task and a farming task every single day, and then it'll pick a random one out of the rest to give me. So you'll always get 3 every day, regardless of how many you have blocked off. But you are able to force the ones you want if you're able to get it down to only 3 or less. So if you had 3 skills available, you would always get those 3. So that'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm sure there's 3 that'll end up being the easiest overall, and you can just pick those if you want to only get the challenges done, or if you want certain skills XP, you can, focus on those. Of course, this is for only people who have skills maxed out and are able to block off challenges. But something you can also do is, like, say I had everything blocked off. Say I was 120 farming and I had or more likely I'm 120 archaeology but not 120 farming yet. I can block off archaeology, only have farming. Then I would get 3 challenges. One of them would be a farming challenge. I can complete that farming challenge and then re-roll one of my other 2, and that will be a guaranteed to become another farming challenge. As long as you don't have one already, if you only have 1 challenge available that you can get, if you reroll, it'll guarantee to be that. But you're not able to have 2 of the same type of challenge at once. So each day you would be able to get 3 of the same type of challenge as long as you completed the first one you got and then rerolled and then completed and then rerolled again. So yeah, a little bit weird there, but that's basically 10 Viswax for a reroll. So if you were going to do that, you'd end up spending 20 Viswax, which it was previously 25 for a single reroll. So there you go. But the big thing here, extending a challenge costs 30 Viswax. Previously, it was 50. So now if you want to extend all 3 of your challenges, you're going to be out 90 Viswax, and you can only get 100 at the most every day. So that is going to be a bit ridiculous. So if you want to do that, like on Iron Man for upkeeping your Viswax, if you're not going to want to extend any of your daily challenges, really, maybe one, but yeah, if you're going to use an aura that day, and it's going to be a bit tougher to upkeep Viswax. I think it's a little bit too high. They should lower the amount that it costs. But if you do extend, important to note, it does give you 2 progress on your weekly challenge reward bar. So that's important to note. And also, a skip token will only give you half of a challenge progress if you extended it. So that's important to know. And yeah, that is that does of course mean that you can only do you can skip half of the daily challenges in a week and still get all the weekly rewards if you are willing to spend all that Viswax, basically. So you can only there's 21 challenges in a week. I guess you can't really cut that in half, but you can basically miss 10 challenges, and then for the remaining 11 you can extend 10 of them and get that done. So that would let you skip 3 days plus 1 challenge on a single day. So yeah, there is that option available if you're willing to shell out that much Viswax to miss some time. So another way for people who don't play as much to maybe keep up and get all the rewards, but it would end up costing you quite a bit in Viswax. I assume Viswax will probably go up in price because of that, to be honest with you, but we'll see. So not really. I feel like it should be less Viswax basically for extending the daily challenge. But again, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I never really extend daily challenges. Sometimes if I get a Herbler one on my Iron Man, I will, but usually not. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the update this week and the Premier Club. And there's one more thing to talk about that was also revealed on their live stream last week. And this is a pretty big thing that I was really surprised to see. I know a lot of people were. I know a lot of people made videos on this last week. I considered doing it, but I figured I would just wait for this week's update to talk about it. Basically, they're releasing a new tradable party hat into the game as a result of the 20th year anniversary mini quest coming to a close. So next week on the 22nd, the final part of the Once Upon a Time quest will be coming out. And it'll actually be apparently a full-blown quest. It's not just going to be another little mini quest that you can complete. And alongside that, they'll be starting the Golden Party Hat Hunt. So there'll be a Golden Party Hat which you can make, and that'll be tradable, as you know, just like all the existing party hats in the game. So yeah, the way you get it is pretty complicated, but just for starters, the search begins starting next Monday on the 22nd and will run until January 3rd. So you have a little over a month to, maybe like 5 or 6 weeks ish to get the Golden Party Hat. And yeah, also important to note for this upcoming anniversary Once Upon a Time quest coming out, I don't have all the quests completed at the moment. I'm missing these 2 super easy ones, but this quest will give 4 quest points, so you will be reaching 425 quest points. And apparently they are going to have a tier 5 magical dice from May's Caravan. So pretty significant right there, I would say. So that'll be interesting to see what you can get from that. And yeah, that's basically it. But the way you get this Golden Party Hat is there's going to be shards of it that you need to collect and combine to create it. And you will need 8 shards to create it. But there are 11 different shards you can get. So the first one you get for free by talking to the wise old man. He'll give you your first shard, and that'll kind of start you on your hunt. Another way to get one is to complete that new quest when it comes out. So it's coming out on Monday. That's when the hunt starts as well. You can complete that quest and you'll get your second shard if you want to do it that way. For a third way, you have a chance to get a shard every time you earn a mark of war. So basically anytime you kill a boss, essentially. And then there's also a chance to get one every time you complete a clue scroll. So that's the fourth way. Then there's 4 shards you can get from training skills. One from the combat skills, which are attack, strength, defense, range, prayer, magic, HP, and summoning. One from the gathering skills, mining, fishing, woodcutting, farming, hunter, divination, archaeology. One from the artisan skills, herblore, crafting, fletching, smithing, cooking, firemaking, runecrafting, and construction. And then one from the support skills, agility, thieving, slayer, and dungeoneering. So 4 different shards you can get from there, just training each category of skills, bringing you up to a total of 8. So if you did every one of those things that I've mentioned so far, you'd have enough to make it, and you could make the party hat. But moving on, there's going to be a new yak track as well for Christmas, and you'll get a shard from that if you reach level 15 in the yak track, which usually I don't think is too tough to get to 15, since there are 50 levels of the track. You're also able to purchase a shard for 30 mil GP, so that's an easy one to get if you want to spend some money. And then the last one you can get is a shard is given for free for anyone who buys Premier Club 2022 membership. So basically, if you buy Premier Club membership, you get a shard guaranteed for free. So you get 2 for free from Premier Club, and those are the 11 ways you can get them. It doesn't sound like it's going to be too hard to get if you're someone who plays the game, at all, really. So you have plenty of time to get it. And they said that there's also bad luck mitigation, so you won't be skilling for 100 hours and not get the shard. So I'm definitely going to be getting it on all 3 of my accounts, and it'll be interesting to see what the price ends up being for this. I personally have no issue with them coming out with something like this. They've really, in the past, they said stuff like, oh, we don't want to come out with more discontinued items. That's been in the dumpster for years now. They've come out with hundreds of discontinued random stuff from Treasure Hunter and things like that. So clearly they don't care too much about that anymore. And for the people who merch and manipulate party hats, I say F them. I could care less what happens to the prices of party hats. I hope they plummet to the floor. It's actually ridiculous the costs they're at this point. So I would have, honestly, for me, and I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I would have no qualms about them re-releasing the existing party hats into the game, just to kind of give a middle finger to all the people who manipulate and scam related to party hats and rares. So that's just my opinion, but I'm really looking forward to this. There's also going to be a special Grand Exchange decorations put up, which basically is going to make the big Grand Exchange booth look like a party hat, which I think is pretty cool. It looks like it's going to be kind of funny looking. So basically you just need 8 of the shards. You can't do anything with additional shards, and the shards are not tradable. Only the finished hat is tradable. So basically there's no reason for you to get the other shards once you have your 8, and then you can convert them into that golden party hat. And that's pretty much it. You are able to collect them up until January 3rd, and you'll have a 2-week grace period after January 3rd to trade your shards in, which will be kind of weird if you have them all, just turn them in immediately. Don't wait. But if you don't do it by the end of the January 17th, then your party hat shards are gone and you can't make it. So this is a one-time deal. So definitely you're going to want to get it if you are able. So I would definitely hope you guys can get one for yourselves. So that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts on that. I was really, really surprised to see this, to be honest, but I'm happy about it. I think it's going to look pretty cool. A golden party hat sounds pretty nice. And I'm looking forward to hunting it down, getting those shards. And let me know what you guys think about the daily challenges in the comments down below. If you missed it, I uploaded a new Hardcore Iron Man episode this weekend, and I'm going to continue working on that account and uploading videos as we go here. Looking forward to continuing that series now that I'm back on the grind. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.